there have been a number of incidents. I have a close friend of mine who recently canceled her flights that are supposed to leave in a couple of days. She's flying from the metro area I live in to Colorado. She's canceled those flights because she's concerned about safety. And I think that's not an isolated incident. You have had a plane crash in Philadelphia. There was a 6 near misses in the month of January before the actual plane crash that we're discussing here, and a number of other incidents across the country that now people are paying attention to because they're realizing something might be terribly wrong. What would you recommend the next steps be to make sure that people are safe?
Well, the first step is we need to find out what happened with these two mishaps. It seems that we're going to find out relatively quickly on the DC Black Hawk crash. The Black Hawk was at an altitude above where it was supposed to be, but let the investigation figure all that out. The mishap in Philly, it seems like something happened to the airplane in the air, causing them to come down and crash, but we don't know that for sure. So that is going to be another investigation. I don't believe that had anything to do with air traffic control. I have seen nothing to the contrary. But the first thing has got to be is the aviation is dangerous. You have to have the best, most qualified people, and don't make this a political thing. It doesn't matter who, and I say this with pure thoughts in my heart, it doesn't matter who the president of the United States is right now. What matters is that we keep all of our Americans safe. And if you don't like Donald Trump, who cares? Focus on keeping us safe. And then if you want to vote next time and vote someone else in, that's that's every American has that right. But let's focus on what happened to these poor men and women that are serving their country and then just coming home that have passed away now. Let's get the answers and focus on that, not on politics.
I agree. And so you have time in Black Hawk helicopters as a pilot. You know exactly what they were facing up there. This is one of the most dangerous areas in our country to fly in, with the interaction of the helicopters and then a very, very busy and congested airport, Reagan International. Close us out here. We have about a minute left. What would you like to see happen next?
Well, the one thing is I've flown in Black Hawks. I am a Cobra pilot, and I've flown Marine Cobras, but I've flown with Black Hawks quite a bit, especially in Iraq. The big thing that I would like to close out with is Black Hawk pilots are, they're outstanding warriors. They go into dangerous zones to pull out wounded Marines and soldiers all the time. They did it in Iraq and Afghanistan. And I just pray for them and their families. And let's focus on getting this right so it never happens again, not on whether or not you don't like the statement of a public figure.